Wasp 76b, the planet where it rains iron.
Imagine a world so hot that iron doesn't stay solid, it becomes vapor. This is WASP 76b, a giant planet orbiting its star so closely that one side reaches nearly 2,400 degrees Celsius. Powerful winds carry vaporized iron across the planet. When it reaches the colder night side, it cools, condenses, then falls as molten iron rain. One side is an endless furnace, the other is trapped beneath permanent metal storms. As terrifying as that sounds, the next planet looks beautiful until you discover what its weather is really made of.
HD 189733b, the glass storm planet.
At first glance, HD 189733b looks peaceful. Its deep blue color almost resembles Earth. But there are no oceans. The blue comes from microscopic particles of glass suspended in its atmosphere. Winds roar across the planet at more than 9,000 kilometers per hour. Those tiny glass particles become planet-wide sandblasters. Nothing could survive. Nothing could remain intact. It's one of the most beautiful planets ever discovered, and one of the deadliest. But beauty isn't the rarest thing we found. What if an entire planet was filled with diamond?
55 Cancri E, the diamond world.
55 Cancri E is a scorching super-Earth orbiting its star once every 18 hours. Its surface is hotter than 2,700 degrees Celsius, yet scientists believe something extraordinary may lie beneath. Its carbon-rich interior may have been compressed into enormous layers of solid diamond, not gemstones, a planetary mantle made of crystal. Even if humanity could reach it, the heat would destroy any spacecraft long before it landed. But individual planets are tiny compared to the next mystery, because our entire galaxy is already moving toward it.
The Great Attractor.
Something is pulling us. Not just Earth, not just the solar system, the entire Milky Way. Along with nearly 100,000 galaxies. Astronomers call it the Great Attractor. A massive gravitational region hidden behind the stars of our own galaxy. We can't see what's really there, but we can measure its pull. Our galaxy is racing toward it at around 630 kilometers every second. No engines, no choice, just gravity on a cosmic scale. Yet invisible gravity isn't the biggest mystery in space, because scientists have actually mapped something we still cannot see.
The Bullet Cluster.
When two enormous galaxy clusters collided, astronomers expected all the matter to stay together. Instead, the visible gas slowed down, but most of the mass kept moving. Gravity revealed something astonishing. The majority of the cluster's mass had separated from everything telescopes could see. This became one of the strongest pieces of evidence for dark matter. An invisible substance making up most of the universe's matter. Everything we can see, stars, planets, galaxies, is only a small fraction of reality. And the next object releases more energy than almost anything else we've ever observed.
OJ287, the colliding black holes.
At the heart of OJ287 are two supermassive black holes. Every 12 years, the smaller one plunges through the larger black hole's blazing disk of gas. The impact creates an explosion brighter than 100 trillion suns. For weeks, it becomes one of the brightest objects in the universe. Then everything goes quiet. Until the next collision. It is one of the few cosmic explosions astronomers can predict years in advance. But even these monsters exist in a place that feels strangely familiar.
Titan, Earth's alien twin.
Titan is Saturn's largest moon. It has rivers, clouds, rain, seas, even changing seasons. But its lakes aren't filled with water. They're filled with liquid methane. Water here is frozen as hard as rock. Temperatures fall to nearly minus 179 degrees Celsius. Despite being completely alien, Titan may resemble what Earth looked like before life began. And finally, our journey reaches the edge of everything humanity can ever see.
The edge of the observable universe.
The observable universe stretches about 46 billion light-years in every direction. Not because the universe ends there, but because light from anything farther away hasn't had enough time to reach us. Beyond that boundary, the universe almost certainly continues. More galaxies, more stars, more impossible worlds. Perhaps discoveries even stranger than anything we've seen today. And that's the most incredible part. After centuries of exploration, humanity has only observed a tiny bubble of an unimaginably larger cosmos. Everything beyond it is still waiting to be discovered. The universe is still writing its story, and we've only read the first page.
The Boötes Void, the emptiest place in the universe.
Imagine a place where the universe simply disappears. Not because you've reached the edge, because almost nothing is there. This is the Boötes Void, a region nearly 330 million light-years across, large enough to hold millions of galaxies, yet it's almost completely empty. Everywhere else, galaxies form vast cosmic webs, but here they simply vanish. Scientists still don't know how this enormous void formed, and that's what makes it so unsettling. Because the next place is the exact opposite, overflowing with the ingredients of life.
Sagittarius B2, the cloud that could start life.
Now, travel from the emptiest place to one of the richest. This is Sagittarius B2, a giant cloud near the center of our galaxy. Inside it, astronomers found alcohol, not just traces, enough to fill Earth's oceans billions of times over. They've also discovered more than 50 complex organic molecules. These aren't living organisms, but they may be the ingredients that helped life begin, a giant chemical laboratory floating through space. But the next object doesn't create life, it unleashes destruction.
SGR 1806-20, the star that shook Earth.
Most stars die quietly. This one didn't. This is SGR 1806-20, a magnetar only 20 kilometers wide, yet its magnetic field is about 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's. In 2004, it erupted. In just 0.2 seconds, it released more energy than our sun produces in 250,000 years. Even from 50,000 light-years away, the blast disturbed Earth's atmosphere. If it had been much closer, life on Earth might not have survived. One dying star, one impossible explosion, and somehow the next world is even more terrifying.
If you want to be there when it happens, make sure to subscribe and join us as we explore the strangest worlds, the biggest mysteries, and the most incredible discoveries our universe has to offer. Because the next mystery might be even more unbelievable than this one.